Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's grounded. I have kind of took a little break for the last month and a half, and I'm bored, so I'm coming back doing what I do. I recently had some success, and damn, this sun is already up. I'll be trying to get my walk in before the sun comes up and change the weather because it's about to be 96 degrees here. But anyway, um, I want to talk to you all about a case. There was a young woman who got into an altercation outside when she was hanging out with her friends. And the altercation was getting a little bit out of hand. So she shot her gun up in the air. And when her bullet came back down, it murdered somebody. It killed somebody. So she was sentenced to life in prison at 21 years old. And for the last, I want to say, 10 years, I've been looking into this case. I've been trying to figure out how to get this case overturned because number one, it wasn't a premeditated murder. Number one, it wasn't a second degree murder. Number two, it was an accidental homicide. It was manslaughter. Even though she was negligent and her actions caused death at 21 years old, life in prison is ridiculous. So the more I got into what I'm doing now in this last 4 years, I found some information out that was very helpful. And so I shared the information that I learned with this child's parent, and I sent them to where to look for certain notices and motions that can be filed to overturn this conviction and change its outcome. So I'm going to go ahead and say, this is why I don't like helping people for free. Oh, damn. I don't like helping people for free because when you do that and they had their wins, they don't fucking come back and thank you for it. So this, come on, hurry up. This murder conviction was bullshit. And because of that, the parent was able to file some motions that was granted, and this child only has another 24 months to be in jail. So when I say this, sorry y'all. Damn. I got out here too late. Everybody up now. Damn. I usually come out and do my walk around 5 a.m. so I can beat all of this noise and traffic. So I don't know if y'all can see how this goes up. Okay, you can't really see the road. So what I do is I start at the bottom of the hill and then I come and walk all the way up this bitch. This shit hard. And then I go around this loop. Then I'm going to go down again and then I go back up. So when I'm finished, that'll be 3 miles um, there and back. And that's my hike for today. Trying to get everything done before the sun gets too bad. It's only 96 today. But anyway, long story short, outside of exclusive equity, you can literally still file motions in court and notices in court that will still get you your remedy without being a secured party creditor working through a trust. You don't just have to be using exclusive equity to get some of this shit done. But I told y'all that you can get you can get a sentence overturned. The first thing I said, if you agree to a sentence and you change your mind before the judge issues the order, meaning like the prosecutor comes and I'm so sorry it's so loud, guys. One second. Oh my goodness. Look how many people in the spring. This shit crazy. All this noise. Anyway, when I first told you about my client who signed a plea deal, not realizing he was signing a deal for a felony charge. He thought he was signing a deal for a misdemeanor. And I said, well, let's get that thrown out. So we was able to get that thrown out in court, that sentencing. That was one of my most recent wins before this. And now I just got confirmation that this young woman will be walking out of jail in 2 years, still having her whole life ahead of her. Her whole life. What she did was wrong. It was reckless. It caused harm. But she shouldn't have to pay with her entire life. There are deeds you can do to reset the wrong that you've done on this planet. And I don't think a corporation gets to decide that. Giving this person life in prison mean I have a lifetime worker that I can make $30,000 a month off of for the rest of their life. I need y'all to be more responsible about how you are moving in life, how you're moving in life, because the way you move in life will determine your future. If you do not pay attention to what's going on with your estate, meaning your name and your flesh, your vessel, then whatever is done to you is cool because you cool with it because you won't take the time to handle your fucking business. So somebody had contacted me and asked me, do I charge $500 for 30 minutes for legal coaching? And no, I don't. I think they didn't understand what I was saying. What I was saying is I charge $150 for a 30-minute consultation. I hope you're watching this because I forgot your name, but yeah, anyway. So I charge $150 for 30 minutes consultation. If y'all want to pick my brain about how to go about solving your cases you have or your contracts. But my legal coaching is $500 for 60 minutes. and I help you with your legal cases. I just basically coach you, tutor you on what to do, what not to do. See if you are in the right place with what you're doing. I mean, we all need coaches and tutors and shit. Even the greatest football player of all time or basketball player of all time had a coach. Okay, so that is important for you to understand. I have my new address up here, email address up here. If y'all want to send me an email. Other than that, I'm about to complete my walk, so I'm about to get off of here because I'm about to go up the incline, which is going to be harder for me to breathe in this thin air out here. So I'm getting off. But I did want to give y'all that update. I wanted to give y'all an update about the IRS too. What's that? What kind of is that? Is that an acorn? I think that's an acorn. Is this a fucking acorn tree? About to look. Sorry, y'all. I'm like a fucking cat. I have no attention span. No, that's not an acorn. I wonder what kind of tree this is. But anyway, the IRS. I got a notice back from my IRS that things are going in my favor, and I'm really fucking happy about that. I was nervous in the beginning because I was like, do this really work? Because gaining knowledge from information that you read in a book is great and most times accurate. But seeing the results of an action you took that is in the eyes of damn near 70% of the population bullshit. And I just proved to myself that if I actually file this shit on a lawsuit, that I can get a private side tax return. And the IRS confirmed that shit with the letter they sent me in the mail. So I'm really happy about that. And things are just moving smoothly for me. And I swear if you're serious about performing these actions, then they will work if you work them. You just got to know what you're doing, understand what you're reading, and know how to represent yourself in the event that there's an error or a question on why you're doing what you're doing. You have to be able to explain to them commerce and how corporations, businesses, and trust is set up. If you don't understand the basic foundation of that, you will not succeed in this. But I'm telling you, I have absolute proof that you can absolutely file a tax return on your federal case with the IRS. So everything's working out in my favor right now. I'm doing really good. But because I've done so much work that I don't have to do much of anything else left on my estate, I'm really bored now. So I will be taking clients again. I'm just going to be very selective on who I choose to work with. I'm going to interview all clients over a certain amount of payment. So if I'm doing a basic 150 or 500 from you, I won't interview you. But if we're talking a higher consultation course, class, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to interview you first because I will not be wasting my time on people who can't follow basic instructions on how to do what they're doing, and they want to complain about not being successful when they didn't follow all the steps. So that's where I'm at now. I'm no longer going to keep punishing people that actually will take their time to do what they got to do. Okay, so I got proof on the political status correction that will block you from the authorities while you're moving. The same thing in like diplomatic immunity for foreigners that come over here working and shit. You don't have to be a foreigner to get that. You just got to execute your status. with the Department of Justice and some other places. So I've gotten proof back from that. I've gotten proof back from the IRS, and I've gotten proof back for reversing a life sentence. So I'm doing all right now, and I hope y'all doing good. Y'all take care.